Welcome everyone to today's tutorial. Today we're going to talk more about how we can get inputs from our user. For in the previous tutorial, we talked about cin and how we can get inputs from our user using it. But actually, cin cannot store a full sentence, but only can store a single word. Where, for example, if you try to run this program and try to input a sentence, like for example, this is the sentence. Like, if we try to store this sentence over here inside this variable called any name is like just a variable that you can name it whatever name you want. And then, after we store it inside this variable over here and try to print it in our screen, like print the data that we store inside it, what we will notice is that it only print the first word, which is this, and ignore the rest of the sentence. That is because cin cannot store a full sentence, where the moment it hit a white space, it ignores the rest of the sentence. So what should we do like if we want to store a full sentence? Well, there's a function actually called Getline, which we can use to store a full sentence. So to use the Getline instruction, we need to open and close the bracket and mention two things. The first thing is cin, which means that we are trying to get an input from our user. And the second thing is the variable that we are going to use to store the data inside it. And in our case, we're trying to store our data or our sentence inside the AnyName variable. So we're going to mention AnyName. And then end it with semicolon, and that's it. Now Getline will get the sentence from our user. So we don't need the cin instruction anymore, and we can get rid of it because Getline will get the data from our user. And now if we try again to run our program and type the same sentence that we typed before, this is a sentence. And now if we press enter, what we will notice is that it stores the whole sentence without any problem. And that's how we can store a sentence in our variable using the Getline instruction. And that's it for today's tutorial. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.